Hey everyone, we've got a ton of Anthem news to go over today, so hold on to your butts because we are talking about snipers in Anthem. There were a bunch of questions asked about that out on Twitter, and yes, BioWare did respond. Is being a sniper viable in Anthem? Plus, more on skin rarities. Can we expect that to be a thing in Anthem? And also more on the in-game, Freelancer skills, the tutorial. What type of tutorial can we expect? Is it optional? Can we just skip through it? The Interceptor class, when will we hear more about that? Ammo, and much more. So, welcome back to Open World Games. Yes, we've got a lot to talk about. So let's do this. So first of all, let's talk about snipers, because I know a lot of you guys are wondering, where are the scopes? Where's the first person view of seeing a scope and zooming in and stuff like that? So Zach says, hi, are we able to use scopes in Anthem? I don't know why this question hasn't been brought up. For marksmen who love shooters, this would be amazing news. Any info would be greatly appreciated. And Mark Dara of BioWare went on to respond saying, there are guns with scopes, end quote. So rest easy, guys. It looks like being a sniper is viable. And then also, there were more questions about sniping in the game. Nathaniel says, last time I asked this, I promise, is there a chance that when we aim down the sights of our gun, we could get the reticle from a first-person perspective? I'm fine with the third-person perspective for most things, but it would be nice to have first-person ADS. And Mark did respond, actually it might already do this. And he's speaking about, of course, sniping in the game, weapons with scopes, I believe. So it looks like you will expect to see that kind of first-person view with scoped weapons, of course. Now they've been showing off some of these weapons that don't have scopes in them, so you can still remain in third person when it comes to, you know, things like machine guns, SMGs, LMGs, that sort of thing. But yeah, rest easy for you that really want to become a marksman or a sniper class type Javelin in Anthem. That seems like it's going to be very much a possibility. Now, we've seen a lot with customization in this game. It's a big deal, and they're going to be going all in with customization. We've seen some of the previous artworks and examples of customization, as you can see here. And a lot of you guys are wondering, well, you know, we're seeing all these skins. Is this going to be like other games where some of these skins are going to be classified as, you know, common, rare, legendary? Are we going to be seeing rarities with the skins? Well, that's a really good question. So let's dive into that subject right now. So that's what Ikinua, I believe it is, says. He says, I hope this isn't a dumb question. There are no dumb questions, by the way. He says, but will the Javelin skins we earn or buy have rarities? Sorry if this has already been asked. And Mark goes on to say this, no, but we will share more on how this will work later, end quote. I personally was very surprised with that answer. So, and it seems like a lot of you were as well out on Twitter. So I'm curious to see how the skins will actually end up working in this game. Usually you have a game that kind of sorts them with the different types of rarities. So yeah, my interest is definitely peaked here on what they are doing with skins. Hopefully it is kind of exciting and new, and they have something new for us. Now we have more details about the end game content, what we can expect from that. Shadowman210 says, at end game, is there one activity such as one raid that drops the best gear or multiple activities to add variety? Really good question there. And Mark says this, different activities are optimal for different things, end quote. So this kind of indicates that there might be certain raids and might be certain areas in the world where you would expect certain specific loot to drop, and that's where you're going to want to farm that type of loot. Many games do this. The most recent one in my mind was that God of War, when they opened up that new area in the game. Wish I could remember the exact area it was called, but it kind of had that poisonous gas in it, and then you can obtain specific currency for certain gear. So I think that type of thing would be pretty exciting to see. We'll see if that is what they're talking about or not, but it seems like you're going to be going to certain areas in the world to really perhaps loot to upgrade certain items. That's my assumption with that. All right, let's talk about Freelancer skills a little bit more. You know, recently it was confirmed that you would have skills for your Freelancer, who is your pilot that's basically in the Javelin suit. And then once you change Javelins, your Freelancer skill will be the overarching skill set that will go between all the Javelins. But your Javelin's gear can change, the weapons and that sort of thing. So let's talk about that a little bit more. So David says this: will there be an option to skill into prolonged flight, like less overheating for lighter Javelins, or something similar? Thank you for your continuing effort to answer all of these questions, I guess he says. And Mark Dara says, yes, it's a Freelancer skill, so it affects all the Javelins, end quote. So you can see how you can go in there with your pilot skills, your Freelancer, and upgrade, you know, the overheating or cooldown of your boosters and stuff like that. And that will affect every single Javelin class, including the Colossus, what have you, Interceptor, whatever you are piloting. You won't have to upgrade every single Javelin individually. Let me know what you guys make of that. So what you'll have to focus on for each individual Javelin is the gear set. The weapons are going to be unique, the abilities and stuff like that. So that's where the uniqueness comes in with the Javelins. Now, when you begin the game, what type of tutorial can we expect, if we will expect a tutorial at all, and can we skip it? So Hugo says, hey, can I and my friends play together the first mission, or do we need to do a tutorial? And Mark says this: there is a quick tutorial, end quote. So it is basically a requirement that you get through the tutorial, it seems, which kind of makes sense to me, because you want players to be familiar with the game mechanics before they hop in, especially in any random sessions. You don't want them to be too unfamiliar with the game before they greet and meet and play with other players. Now, for me, I am insanely curious about this Interceptor class. It's killing me. I want to know more about it, and hopefully we hear more about the Interceptor class here at Gamescom 2018, which is going to be August 20th. That's going to be fast approaching. And the Good Egg was also wondering, will we know anything more about the Interceptor before it releases? If so, how much and when? We want to know. And Mark says this: yes, end quote. So we're not going to be left with no details about the Interceptor. They're going to be telling something. And again, mark down August 20th on your calendars. You're going to want to do that for sure. Also, let's talk a little bit about more ammo stuff. So Scott says this: will there be ammo or just cooldown times between weapon use with unlimited ammo? Sorry if this has already been answered. I scanned through and didn't see. Keep sending your questions to Mark, guys. Don't worry about it. And Mark says this: ammo, some gear has cooldowns as well, end quote. So, as you can see from this gameplay, we are seeing ammo, and I believe that they are drops, much like your health are drops from enemies. And then you have your abilities, which are the yellow icons here. You have the mortar and stuff like that, power slam and the like. Those are going to be on a cooldown, so that is the difference between ammo and your abilities. One is going to be requiring actual, drops, ammo, and the other is going to be on a cooldown. Right now you see the slam is cooling down, and the other ability is also cooling down, and he is reloading his weapon as well. So you're going to have to be aware of your ammo count, and then also you're going to have to be really aware of your health, and get out there in the world and search some of these downed creatures. You did just see a red icon there on the screen. That is going to be your health pickups. So go after those. It kind of encourages an aggressive play style for sure. But guys, I wanted to ask you a question. What have you guys been playing lately? It's something I never really asked you. I have been playing Horizon Zero Dawn. If you have not played this game, I highly recommend it. It's something I want to discuss with you guys more. What have you been playing lately? What have you possibly been missing out? What do you want to play? And you know what? What do you want to see on the channel as well? This game, for me personally, is something special. So I did want to mention it to you guys real quick. Horizon Zero Dawn, for me, is an amazing game. And I'm really looking forward to playing the actual winter DLC. That's something I have not touched at all. And you know what? I'm hoping that we see more games tap into single player down the road as well. But, Anthem, for me, kind of has this world that reminds me of Horizon Zero Dawn. And then also, Avatar, it's kind of the reason why I mentioned it, that, you know, seeing a lot of these creatures roaming around. I personally love these games where the enemies, the core enemies you face are creatures and not kind of human-based enemies, and they mix it up in that way. And I think that's where Anthem really succeeds, as we see this huge brain bug type creature crawling up the wall. So that's something I'm really looking forward to. Another game that I mentioned previously that I've been playing a lot of course, is God of War, and that's one that I absolutely love. Of course, these are like Sony titles. Sony has been absolutely on a roll, haven't they? But yeah, this game is so freaking good. Let me know what you guys would like to see me cover on the channel. The one that I'm really looking forward to, of course, is Spider-Man on PS4, coming up here very soon, September 7th. Yes, that's going to be the day. A bunch of new gameplay was released, so go search it out. And I've been playing also The Amazing Spider-Man 2, so that's something I'm really excited to go through again. Actually, you know, I played Spider-Man at the E3 event, and that was a total blast. It reminds me so much of The Amazing Spider-Man with the controls. But yeah, anyway, I wanted to talk about that a little bit with you guys. Stay tuned for more coverage. I hope to get Spider-Man coverage up for you as well. But right now, I'm really focused on Anthem, Fallout 76, and hope to add a little bit more Red Dead Redemption 2 as we head into fall. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned here for more Anthem news. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Smack that like button if you did. And I will see you guys next time.